I think I really need to invest in and getting a new app for us to use because Skype I forget to. But anyways, it's been useful for now. So yeah, Roger, you still hear me?
Yeah, man. There, man. Up on
So
live.
yeah, so on the topic of social media. All right, so recently, Roger, a footballer, he get arrested for domestic abuse, right?
Mm-hmm.
And brother man, me not tell you lie, the images, the pictures that girl posts, and the audio clippings was very disturbing.
Mm.
But cause alright, one of the picture them have her right hip completely purple,
Mm.
and the whole her lip a bleed like the mouth burst, and the
Mm.
blood just a drip right out, and
Mm.
that just the picture. And you have a next image where they on her, mostly her close to her chest, completely blackened. And I'm like, bro,
Mm.
it's a 18-year-old white girl,
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm like, all right, there's no way me can defend this man, even if this man was my brother. Cause brother, all if him find some way to say yo, I never him, brother, them the picture they alone will make everybody say yo, then how she do that? Not even falling upon a bar, soap can't cause that. You see me?
Mm-hmm.
And you have some man in the comments I go look for me and tell me about how maybe we should wait until the I say, brother, go suck your mother. Simple. Right then and there, so me just any talk right then. I say, brother, suck your mother. First, that at first. Two, this girl posted an audio clipping, and whether it is him or not, you can clearly hear this man. I tell her, I say, oh, him don't give a fuck. Him go fuck her if he want or not. Man, it has gotten to the point where simple human logic has gone out the window. Like, we get it, men are normally the easiest target for these rape cases, but there needs to be a certain balance of common sense amongst men, whether they be young, stupid, or dumb.
Mm.
You cannot tell me, Bradshaw, that if you are you as a man, Bradshaw, as an intelligent human being,
Mm-hmm.
your daughter in a fear, she just turned 18 and she send you the pictures of her skin being black and all. First of all, apart from your fatherly instinct, the logic alone, I tell you, sir, this can't be fake.
Sure. I
But
get it.
yet, but yet still, you have motherfuckers out there through social media because for them images of being hounded by a woman, I thought about all the whole of them know this and that and blah blah. Brother, use your common sense. We get that woman like to pin everything per man, but when there is undisputable physical evidence presented before you, you
Calling
know
a
we
spade. I
well,
know I've said this before, and it goes both ways. You call a spade a spade. A
yeah,
man.
mention and I say, yo, I get why you guys are so defensive about it because the same thing happen when a man is not guilty and he still get pressured. But at the
Exactly.
same time, you cannot allow the pressure from outside now, specifically a woman who have no sense,
Exactly.
to condemn you from not seeing what is real and not what is not real. Left that to the woman them because them not no sense already. Bruh,
Well,
yo, brother man, yo, I've said it before and I say it again. I don't know if it's the money, I don't know if it's the fame, but the sportsmen are just always find a way to fuck themselves. Specifically the black one them. It hurt me hard to say it. But
um,
every year is our next black
can I
athlete,
say something?
artist fuck themselves.
Look on it this way, right? And how do I put this? I have to be a bit lenient and a bit. You must say a bit. Man, I say I am a bit forgiving of my black brethren and my black sister to a level. To a level, sir. I'm not going to, because remember, I didn't know. I mean, Carlos, I was living in my own little bubble back in the 90s,
Mhm.
and the 2000s and whatever, you feel me?
Yeah.
I didn't think it was going to get this bad growing up. Like, I heard about the race war, but you know, who cares? But when you realize that society has gotten so bad that you can't even holler at a woman, not ooh, no, like good evening, my dear, how are you? I would like to say you look gorgeous. Flirting, you can't even flirt no more, bro. If a girl don't, well, let's show how for society fuck up now. You see, if the woman that you're flirting with does not consider you cute, you're a creep.
Yep.
Make that make sense. Make that make sense, way. So let me get this straight. My lyrics, my approach might even be nice. I might even come off smooth with it. So just because I am not drop dead gorgeous or I'm not on her whatever chart, I was like, well, yeah, he didn't make the cut. I'm automatically considered a creep. Why do you think men are so terrified of all of this thing? You understand me? And I'll say this much. I don't know where the chain broke. I don't know where morality fell off and disappeared. I don't, sorry, I don't know where real men disappeared, gone. The few of us that do exist, we're a dying breed. I'm gonna say that, and I don't care if I'm on one of X.
But not a lie. It's not a lie.
Don't get this twisted. People have this misconception because if I were to be honest with some of you, of our listeners, you know, growing up, you'd have called me a beta male. And I know, right? That is hard to believe, seeing what kind of man I turned out to be, right? But yeah, if I was to go by society standards, which I come to find out were bullshit standard because it's a bag of fucking idiot me consider alpha male and a bag of fucking idiot that run them down too. So yeah, them say that's what I'm saying now in a society in life. If if you're to judge a fish by how high it can climb, it will live its whole life thinking it's an idiot. Social media has stripped everybody of basic human interaction.
I'm saying.
Some,
I'm saying.
something that I don't believe I'd live to see happen in Jamaica, where I used to think social media would have been enough that, it was the gateway engine for us to meet up with people. Now, people don't even left them yard no more. Them
Ross.
people call them one another, then da da da, and if them do want to meet, them bam 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 set them date. Them don't not do the talking here. This when them do meet up, a fuck them gone straight into the fucking. And I'm like, whoa. People like, whoa. Well, no, this is a new norm now. You feel me? This is one of the new norms now.
Hey,
Yeah.
me say, Roger, I said it once to a group of females. Tell them, say, oh, there is a difference between introverted and just being a complete social outcast. And
True.
not even a social outcast. Even then, they grow out of this phase that they call it. But you ever know the worst thing about Jamaica's phase? It has been prolonged. You know, when a phase is supposed to be broken, like in stages are broken at a specific time.
There's a reason why there's a reason why it will never change, and that's why there's a reason why a certain subsection of people, when they leave the ghetto, they never go back. Some never make it upper class, some die in the middle class, or some reach the upper class. But the point I'm trying to make is this: education is a necessity. I know they make it sound as if it's something that it's available to everybody. Not quite. Not quite. There's certain levels of your education.
Anybody look for me to Jamaica and tell me that to my face, I might be violent enough to punch them.
Exactly. And I will say this, and to everybody who ever writes back in the comment section and say, "Oh, no, that's a talk. I don't feel like I don't know everything." Well, I mean, I even agree, to those who will watch this, if you have a disagreement, put it in the comment section. I read them. Believe me. I watch my own. I watch yo. Call me
Me
egotistical.
every single.
I actually watch the videos them
So
over.
hold
Because
on,
at the end
Pacha.
of the day, hmm?
If you know, say your subscriber base not that big, backside, yeah, me I watch my own video, them I like them. Hell, if me not like my own things, who go like them? But the thing
No, well,
is,
I mean, well, I know it's not even to just watch them and like them. You see, sometimes I like to go over the same information
yeah,
just to make sure, say, I wasn't delivering either too hard or I wasn't emphasizing enough, or maybe I was just, you know, my thought pattern was all over the place. But even so, I watch so I can sharpen up on my linguistic skills. Yes, linguistic skills. Skills, people. For anybody who don't know this, for all those people that just say, oh my God, him chat like him a foreigner. No, it's actually called linguistic skill, especially if he's using a lot of big words. This is why them said, any new word you learn, try use it in a sentence. Learn what it mean and learn to use it in a sentence. It's not disrespect when people ask you certain questions, you heard?
it's only disrespectful if you take it as such. Like,
Thank you
like,
very much.
like the meme always says, my words weren't
Mm.
meant for you. But if the shoe fits, lace that bitch up and wear it.
All right, but let me tell you, man, and I said this to people before. When I did GSAT back in the day, I
Yeah.
passed because we turned it into a game. Did you hear me? We turned our study preparations into a game. And this broke us out of the routine, sitting there memorizing Christopher Columbus first found Jamaica. Jamaica became an independent country in 1962. Um, the national tree of Jamaica is the blue maho. The first inhabitants of the island were the Taínos, and then the colonial. You understand what I try to say? We turned it into a competition. You know what that does? It turns something monotonous as studying for months into a fucking game that we all couldn't wait to play when we got into class. You know why? It gave us a reason to study. The studying made sure so we were on point. We wrote out the notes, we read them over, and we answered them in full fucking sentences, even though we didn't have to. You know why? Because we knew that when we time for GSAT, we knew we had this. Well, go on. We had this, you understand me? And this is before social media.
Yep.
This is before social media, so just saying. Society needs to change this approach. You understand me? So, what we for now? Mm-hmm. Come on, that's one way let's see it, love. Sorry about that. But yeah, social media has corrupted. Remember, I know, and this is when GSAT was in its prime. Because when GSAT, alright, I'm not sure how bad GSAT got because of social media. The brain drain has gotten so intense that they've removed so much out of GSAT that I couldn't believe this is the same exam that I did years ago. There's nothing about the skeletal system. There's nothing about the endocrine system. There's nothing about the circulatory system. There's nothing about the eye. Well, yeah, the eye, the ear. You understand me? But a lot of the other things were removed. You understand me? And I'm like, what? Someone is like, yeah, due to the amount of people that were failing, they as the years went down, they started to take stuff out.
And
And I'm
you
like,
know
what?
when
I'm
that
like,
argument was
yeah,
posed to me,
people were
Bradshaw,
failing. And I'm like,
Olano,
how?
Olano, you know what? When that question was posed to me, what I said, because we had to do a debate on it at GC once, you know. So I put this question towards my batchmates. I'm gonna say, permission to speak freely. Loan Jamaican words, please. Teacher, indulge me. I'm gonna say, who gave a shit who failed? I'm gonna say, all right, let's think of it like this. Say the person who fails goes to the worst school that they possibly can think of. right? Them still can make something of themselves, right?
Of
Where
course.
did this notion that failing in GSAT was the final stretch? And I asked educators this question for years. Why is it that the exam changed to make it easier? Only to let the children feel a sense of dread when they go to high school and then start give them what should be technically college content as they claim, right? Why is it that failure at GSAT level? I mean, yes, they will feel sad. I mean, half the time the saddest thing about GSAT results is which school you pass for. And that notion needs to die as well, because I despise it very much. I hate it. I hate when
Sir.
people don't talk about, oh, if you're not pass for this school, man, who gives a shit? If me have a son and him tell me say him don't want to go and fail no school, I'm saying, yo, good on you. You have sense. Don't go there. Because
Sir.
who gives a shit? It means nothing anymore. Not my years in CC meant literally nothing to me. You want to know why, Bradshaw? Because
Why?
CC was a dying culture and heritage when I was there. Poor boys never do shit for the school. The most the man them will send them a coat of paint, and even then the man them coat the front of the building in a blue when the school should have red and gold. Imagine that. The front of the building that is supposed to be the hallmark of the legendary Costa Cup champions, right? And when you left, you want teacher, you're in a school a teacher, they're teaching practice, and you say your front of your building a blue and white. And then you say it's a man from Greenpan High. No disrespect to Greenpan because it's a very upcoming, it's a new school, but it's up there. But if you know there's a man from this or them tech, to turn the principal, it leaves a taste in your mouth where you can't even describe. And I won't say I'm a patriot for CC because honestly, underneath all the facades that they create that they're a top class school, Kana College is one of the most farcical schools that you can ever attend. Because them, boy, if I had to go by how corrupt that old boy association can be, boy, them go up there with Calabar one. And he muted. Shit. I probably said too much. I said too much. For anybody who is a Kana College old boy like myself, don't take my words too personally. I just don't like the fact that the school pretends to be something it isn't.
Anymore? Well, I give KC one thing I respect about KC. The camaraderie and the fact that we were called brothers from day one. The fact that we actually held on to that tradition for years. Again, there's certain things about Kingston College that I'm glad that I eventually went to the school. You know, by right, I was supposed to go to Jamaica College, but that's another story. That's another story. But again,
You know what? Honestly, if there's anything, that's about one thing. I mean, I would say I made friends. The one guy, what me say, me and that man go through thick and thin, and even to this day, me and him still link. Me and the man work the same job. Me and the man still can't find something for laugh about, cause me and the man knows how you see shit. Because if you think about it, after most of them man them in a full year left, half of them fall off the face of the earth, half of them dead. And the next set turn a bunch of smoking weed hippies. And I'm just like, yo, what is the point? What was the point of all that those bullshit reminders and dreams and damn school song we used to have to sing every God Almighty Monday morning? Never made no sense.
no, because I say, be honest with you, you're as strong as the last man, and there was nothing set in place to make sure that the camaraderie remained after you left. Like enough man, me know will go Casey and say, oh, we used to go Casey and you have a set of man who say, yeah man, Casey. You understand me? It varies from person to person. But there are a few people who solidly hold on to them level of camaraderie to the day them die. You know, that's the difference between Casey and some man. Some man actually live the life and believe in everything what them I say. So, and an audience of man who believe the same way too. So, again, for them one different from our next man one. So yeah.
I mean that. I never knew what that mean till me start playing rugby. And even then, yo, honestly, I will respect my teammates till the day I probably drop off the face of this earth, but honestly, you know who them man be outside the rugby, but try hard to differentiate them from on the field sometimes. Swear.
So yes, hold on. So you're moving the come again, right? The con.
Pause. Yeah, me I hear you, brother.
Mm-hmm. Why is there such a huge difference to immorality nowadays? Like I get it. People have said times are changing and times are this and times are that, but
Absolute bullshit. Times aren't
there are more
changing. The
people. Mm-hmm.
people within the time are the ones who change, and with it, time itself does change as well. 'Cause if you really think about it, has the world really changed that much, or are the people within the system changing it to suit their needs? That's what I always wonder.
Well, time. Well, how do I put this? Uh, so Virgo not joining us tonight.
We're going to knock out from him first training session back with the national team.
Oh,
Uh,
so
rugby
Virgo
league,
training back to.
rugby
Oh,
league get back then green light, so they must start prepare for them World Cup here. So 50
oh, shit.
50 players from us about the Kingston and the Saint catching side. I start train again for POR and then something there.
Wow.
And Virgo start train, so you can go back to the hell that is jungle fitness.
So the finale for 9 o'clock. So, I'm going to Dutch what I'm not get them for the board. They can forget about the girl after